So, where do I start? First off, let me at least open up with my job. Actually, had to have a meeting. We were called up to all congregate and get the district manager to speak to us via a voice call, and she was clearly reading. So she starts reading off from whatever corporate shill of a script she had to ensure us and prepare us just in case the protesters out there, and in my case, this is Florida, baby. So what was explained to us in a nutshell is that there is a connection between the protest that's occurring in my neck of the woods, and we were on extra alert because there is a Tesla dealership near the location in which that I work at, and I guess the higher-ups of this company were very concerned that the protesters would actually, what's up, Z-Pals? Yeah, the extremely peaceful protesters that have clearly instilled nothing but trust and peace of mind to everybody regarding their existence. Yeah, it's so peaceful that the corporate higher-ups of the company I work for had to, I guess, delegate to every single location on what to do in case shit pops off, man. Do this, do that, don't do this, just, everybody run into this location and lock up and pray, essentially. I mean, they didn't say it specifically like that, but they may as well have. And unfortunately, they are protesting and traversing near the beach, which is not quite near the job that I just left. So I didn't get the footage I wanted to. I promise you, I was oh so excited to do just that. And yeah, even I was intending to get not too close like that moron. I hope, if you don't know who he is, Hassan Piker is the bane of social media, by the way. That's the only individual I hope loses his free speech, because he so openly advocates for terrorism on Twitch, and by proxy, Twitch should fall down with him. Now, I don't want to get too lost in the sauce here, and for a moment, I wanted to focus on, some of the stuff that I've been ranting on about as of late, because I just had a little back and forth with somebody from way back when, all right? From back in the day that I've spoken about so often, fucking twice, all right? So go suck one. Somebody that was the kindest person, that had no other goal than to simply, that she's a single mother, beautiful soul. She made a channel as a side business. That was the goal she had. And this was, about 3-4 years ago. I don't care if I got it right. So, like me, she made a channel, and the only thing that she did was solely react to Ryan Upchurch's music. That's all she did. She didn't go after him. She didn't attack him. She didn't do all or any of the things that I did to piss off that whole community. And I'm not going to share her name out of respect for her, because I just learned today o'clock what that poor girl went through. And her and I stayed friends for a very, very long time, through thick and thin. And I just learned today that she is one. And now I'm encouraging. Anybody that went through feeling like that particular community under the guise of that cult-like leader, Ryan Upchurch, if you feel that you just tried to make a place within that community and ended up getting completely harassed to the point where this poor woman that I'm referring to, and I did ask her, I'm like, hey, please come up on a panel if you want to speak. Come up on a panel and let's talk about what you went through, because I encourage more voices to come forward. Now is the time to do it. Matter of fact, Seafowls Krupp from Bloodhound Nation. There's maybe a couple other names I am interested in getting us to collaborate and just collectively talk about all this shit. I think the time is nigh right now. You know, strike while the iron is hot. We've all had our unique experiences. I don't know so much about Krupp's history, but he is an individual that's definitely into that genre of music, and he's got something to say, and he's got an opinion about all that shit. So I think it would be a fantastic opportunity. Just let me know by all means. What's up, Trisha? One of my favorite people right there. I didn't catch you the last 2 times. Thank you for being a ride or die. One of my favorite people. For reasons that some people will never know. Ha ha ha. Damn, now I want to give the name of the person, but no, it's simply this, and it's heartbreaking. And I'm hoping that more people, because, you know, right, I'm in nostalgia mode. Remember Bare Bones Reactions? You'd probably think I wouldn't bring up that name because, yep, I went after that motherfucker back in the day. It was stupid because he and I would talk on the phone about and look at it like a business. We talked about it like, hey, he asked me first, how did you get the engagement so high? How did it blah, blah, blah? And so we would trade secrets and all that. And then he saw, typical, you see that I was falling out of favor, and he kind of joined the people that went along with the whole, all right, now's the time, he's down, kick him. And I also called him out because he did share with me, I'm making this account solely to succeed, make money. At least he was fucking honest about it. You know, like there were people that pretended and got involved, right? I only got involved because of his Ryan Upchurch's true crime ventures. And boy, oh boy, some of the comments and I've been getting some of the emails since I'm letting them out publicly. Some of y'all are completely unhinged. I respect a difference of opinion, but holy bejesus H, that's another open invitation. Like the fact that I'm back at work doing my thing, I feel good. Everybody is invited. Everybody's invited to be on a panel and hash out or talk out anything and everything revolving around shit, man. I don't care. Any topics but specifically, like I would do a separate live stream just for people that went through this whole insanity of the Cracksquad, Creep Squad game. I mean, it wasn't a fucking game. These are people's lives that literally did get ruined. And even though Ryan Upchurch will never cop to it, and I understand to a degree he cannot be responsible for what other people did, but by God, it's so easy to take accountability for you inciting people from the perspective of having 3 million peons that look up to you like you are a god, like you are bigger than Jesus. That's why I'm never going to personally look at him with respect, because I've never seen him apologize. I've never seen him take accountability. He literally has a video that says, here's your accountability, and it's him not taking a damn thing serious. It's all a joke to him. Any and all of his friends that have tried to talk any sense into him, he makes a joke of it and talks like a little fucking little baby. And he's still acting like the teenager that he was when he was coming up in the world. And that tells me he's never been able to grow. What's up, Krupp? As a matter of fact, what's up, Saffron? So, Krupp, here's what I extend to you, sir. And whatever your comfort zone is, man, I think you're pretty natural. You'd be cool with whatever, however. So there's me, and I think maybe one or two, specifically one for now. Let's say, hypothetically, me, one other person, and you. I would love to have us on a panel. It could be on your channel. It could be on Dumbfuck's channel. Not Dumbfuck is not the person I'm referring to here. He's Seafowl. Seafowl's meet Krupp. Krupp meets Seafowls. Dumbfuck could be whoever is like, yeah, come over here and do it for whatever reason. But I personally, with your perspective on things, I saw him way before he blew up. He'd been weird forever before they rolled out the red carpet for him. Yeah, see, like I felt, look at his past, and he had this quirkiness about him, and it served him well, clearly. It created a path to where he has been. Not where he is now, and I'm not going to call him a has-been yet, but if he keeps on with the creepy, weird shit, that's where he's going to be. And I agree with you, by the way, Krupp, regarding his last song. Where the hell was that energy from that particular song back when the beef with Calhoun was actually fresh? That man waited a whole 3-4 months to give an actual decent response. So he lost the war. he lost the battle, and I love Calhoun's song, which is Go to Sleep, Upchurch. But regardless, and I digress, and I get really fucking... This is like ADD, OCD style talking. Get used to it. But I can be calm. I can be cool, calm, and collected. I say, oh shit, what's up? Is that the real just time? Probably not. So you think Upchurch was wrong about the... Yes, I do. And I think we have more than enough evidence to prove that he is still wrong. I went through court documents last night. There were 36 to 38 motions from the Upchurch team and his defense to dismiss. Do you know what he said? Do you know what was said in those courts? The individual whose name is Just in Time. So he pled, or his lawyer and he chose the same defense that Alex Jones did. Do you remember what Alex Jones said? I play a character. So everything I say is not even admissible in the court of law because I'm just doing entertainment. Well, Upchurch not only said he was playing a character and that he is a character, and gee golly gosh, that man surely is a character. Not only did he say that, but this is like mental gymnastics so beyond my level of expertise that I think I just sprained my brain. They literally said, oh, we didn't say that the Rodney family was trying to scam with GoFundMe. No, we were just saying that GoFundMe is a scam, and it was only by implication that the Rodney family took it in a negative way. It wasn't meant that way. So they took an implication that really wasn't there. How ridiculous is that? So I say, if you really I really don't know what to say. I respect people's opinions, but I think when you see enough evidence, and if you do the damn homework, no, none of us should trust the mainstream media. They're fucking morons. They treat us like we are stupider than dirt. Obviously, no, I don't trust a damn thing that the mainstream media has to say, but you cannot sit here and tell me and say with your full heart and mind of sound in mind that you can't do your own damn research with this thing called the internet to learn if something is legitimate or not. Were there some things that were like handled in a roundabout, somewhat strange way? Sure. Were there things that make a definitive explanation that she never existed? Fucking false. Were there things that say that the entire county and the family invented her, and then somehow Kaylee Ross, this unaffiliated individual, had to have her name and her family drugged through the mud and get chased off the internet? That's on Cracksquad, that's on Upchurch, and he has never taken accountability like a real man would. And that's why I titled yesterday's video, Why I Can't Forgive Upchurch, and I said for now. I'm taking that shit off for now, because he's never going to, unless I went as far as I could with the documents that I obtained. For whatever reason, the phone was much easier to find the actual documentation, and it ended in late 2023. There was a settlement with the Icked fella, Daniel something or another, and I am curious. I still want to see what happened, but the people that make the claim, you got to bear in mind the evidence. The burden of proof is on the person that makes the claim. You say it's fake, well, prove to me it's fake. You can't just say, look, there's a hole here and a hole here, so people have said, I looked for the guy that said I have lower, that's quote unquote, I have lower enforcement experience. That's because he's short and he just, he can't look high enough to see the trees for the forest for the trees. Trying to do a short joke, didn't land. He said he's got law enforcement experience and that he couldn't find any evidence that Kylie Rodney existed. Horse shit, hullabaloo, nonsense, echo chamber shit. You're just either in a circle jerk where you want to hear other people think like you, or you're so isolated that you're so proud you're incapable of admitting that you're wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. It's even far more okay to change your fucking mind about an opinion or about a case or a situation where facts are presented as time goes on. But no, back then, especially with a YouTube celebrity like Upchurch getting all engaged in true crime and screwing things up, it became something that people were making money off of and grifting. And to grift off of the name of a child that is deceased is disgusting and deplorable, and I hope a lot of people learn something about themselves if they saw how easily they were persuaded. I myself, I take accountability for 4 months of fuckery by going after people that I can tell Cracksquad and Upchurch didn't like. And then, as I've covered this ad nauseum, the attaboys, the money, the super chats, the subscription purchasing and all this, and the emails and telling me that, like, and bearing their souls. It was great and it was amazing. But I was, at that point, compromised. I felt like I wasn't representing myself anymore. And when I stepped outside of the line of what they would expected me to do, and I did something I wanted to do, which was apologize for something that they did, that's when it all turned. And that's the story. This is a story that I'm looking forward to. It's behind me already. But it came up in this. Because the Rodney name is brought up every time I seem to do a live stream in the comments for whatever reason. Let the girl rest! Look at the world of events that's happening right now. There's so many more things to be focusing on that are massively important, and people are still trying to grift off of a child that is no longer with us, and still trying to simp for a man who is just self-destructing. And if you can't call somebody out, that tells me on a political level, you would be a coward to even call out your own side. Remember, the Progressive Patriot moniker, I used to be a fucking progressive, and I called their asses out all the time. And I was not popular when I did that. They hated that shit. I did a political podcast, for about three or so years before the shit went down over here. And then, here I am, a Trumper now. From Bernie Sanders to a Trumper. Evidence that changing your mind is not only beneficial, but it's absolutely possible. And it's okay if you disagree with where I ended up. But regardless, at least it's not doing any damn harm. Alright, so I think I got a lot off my chest. I like working, clearly. And I like that there's a lot of physical labor. I'm sweating still. I'm going to get pumped up from this shit. And I am going to check all of the comments. Oh, what's up? Oh, what the here we go. You're the coward. What happened with the Stone Dad stuff? So I've apologized for that, Mr. Tennessee Royalty, quite a few times. He and I have even spoken. So nice try that you're trying to find something and or anything to what? Make me feel bad? Is that what you think you're going to accomplish? You think I give a flying fuck Tennessee accountability about public opinion? I have apologized for my fucking wrongs. And you know where that lie that you're talking about manifested? Mr. Accountability? From Cracksquad, son. So look in the mirror before you're trying so hard. You're a pick-me try-hard to look at me and judge me yet again. Why? Because I'm talking against your golden god, your golden goose? You can't even admit that he's done wrong? If he ever came out and said, all right, guys, I did do wrong, would you be like, no, Upchurch, let me lick your toes. You didn't do any wrong. That's impossible. Would your mind explode? Dude, get a grip on yourself. Grow up. You're a grown-ass man. I am a manic maniac, man. I can't apologize. Not going to apologize. This is how I roll when it comes to going live. When I don't have topics that I've taken the time to pick and discuss, this is how I am, and I'm unapologetic about it. I'm not going to sit here and say, I talk a mile a minute, like 120 words per second. Sorry, no, this is me, and I'm comfortable with me. This is me that's completely sober, and it's a good thing. I'm starting to lose track of how long. Going on 5 months. Yes, I'm trying the sobriety thing yet again. even though I've done it in the past. And sometimes I feel embarrassed personally that I've tried to get fully sober and failed after a year. After 500 days was the last time. And here I am again, 5 months. So mania is a part of me, and I'm not, I don't regret that. What, let me see, what do you got? What are you saying, son? Come on, royalty. I act so tough over my phone. What do you want me to do? Uh, should I talk more gentle like this? I am not trying to be tough. I'm just using the English language to articulate how I feel on the inside. That's how people communicate, Mr. Royalty. Oh, I was calling you accountability. Nope, that would be the opposite of what you stand for. Hell hath no fury if your golden God, your own personal Jesus Christ, who has a following of 3 million people, and that's the extent of his career at this point, and it's burning in flames because he's burning every bridge, turned on every friend, and it's sad. And me saying that's sad makes me a coward? No, I pity you, Mr. Royalty. I pity you. And I don't know what you're going on about. Upchurch took up for CFAL. Okay. Upchurch also recently told CFALs that he's watching him and called him a motherfucker because CFALs had the presence of mind to simply go on one of his Instagram videos and say, dude, we hate seeing you act like this. You went from someone we could all relate to being the kid in the park that has the ball and doesn't want to play with anybody. You're the guy, like, that look that he has right now of saying, you're not important enough to have Gates or a guard, ha ha ha. That's the most detached, unhinged shit I've ever seen a fucking faux celebrity say. And nobody can change my mind. Only Upchurch could change anyone's mind. All of you little so-called fans that think you're doing him any favors by fucking sucking his proverbial YouTube dick day in, day out, you're doing more harm than good. And a big part of his downfall, sure, I'd say it's 50% his own actions, 50% all of you morons that spoon-fed him madness. And now that's all he seems to know. And those of you that he trusted did nothing but help and rip him down to where he is. So you've assisted with that rock bottom. Look at you. What are you still going on about, dude? What do you still laugh my ass off 2 times more than Adam's followers? Do you think Adam Calhoun gives a shit that Ryan Upchurch has 2 million more followers? See, what appears to be the difference for me personally, sir, if we can talk like adults, if you're capable of that, or if you're fully cracked out, then, to each their own. I'm manic, you're cracked out, you support a crackhead. That's okay. Adam Calhoun strikes me as an individual that's not only getting more successful and has expanded beyond the sphere of YouTube because he's able to build bridges, and he wasn't stupid and going and delving into true crime and slandering people's good name, little and small channels. Did you see how I opened up this live today? I got to catch up with someone who started around the same time as I did, after the podcast I used to do in an actual professional studio for a few years, the political one. We caught up today, and she told me, all of you bastards chased her off, trolled her, chased her off, harassed her, and it was so traumatizing she deleted her channel. That's on you all. Sure, she's got some accountability because she just felt she couldn't take it. But it was y'all that put her on the end of being the receiver of that shit. I've got those blocked calls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. People threatening my life. People doxing my phone number. Making screen names with my name to manufacture beefs with other people. Policing where I went on the internet and tattletaling on me to whoever the hierarchy of Cracksquad was back then. Power Stroke, no joke, interrogated me on Instagram on Thanksgiving for like fucking 3 hours, and I still have that conversation. It's embarrassing as fuck. Those are your heroes. Those are your heroes. I don't feel any inclination to defend who I am to somebody who has nothing more than the fandom they feel for another human being, for another man. Y'all a bunch of simps and have lost your own identity. And that's sad. That to me reaffirms how bad we can get in our own political atmosphere. Because you people just go all in and drink the Kool-Aid and just dare not ask questions. It's like Scientology, only crackier. Well, all I'm saying, don't let your drunken... See, here you go again, trying to discount me because I've mentioned sober again. Yes, it's no secret. I used to drink, and I have absolutely made an ass of myself. Shit, some of those examples are still on YouTube. Oh God, is it your intention that I just harp on that for the rest of my life? That shows how emotionally, intellectually stunted you are. You're a boy. You're a boy. And I don't know what you are in real life. A they, zay, them, te, fucking zonde, whatever. Hermaphrodite, but you are a boy. You act like a boy with this shit. Oh, you did this and that and the other, and I'm keeping a list, checking it twice, so I can call you something that's naughty or nice. I'm trolling today because what? Because you don't like that I don't like someone? Stupidest fucking reason you can think of to have a beef with somebody. My drunken mouth, but what drunken mouth, you fucking moron? I don't drink. So, what, here, tell me the check and I'll write it right now, moron. I'll write it right now. What check? Like, can you specify? Oh, I'm drunk right now. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely right. I concede, Mr. Royalty. I just got back from my job that requires a lot of physical labor. It's pretty hot, hence the sweat here. But no, yeah. My new career, I went there drunk. It's my third day, had to do it drunk. Drove home, took this half-hour drive home all drunk, and I'm drunk right now because you say so. See? What's up, Maxwell? Good to see you, brother. Oh my God. Sorry to hear that. Just Upchurch owns me and everything around me. I feel pretty fucking liberated, actually. And the more I see you little noises in the background, you're clearly more bothered that I feel so free. And that you want to make me feel otherwise. And that's really sad if I'm on Upchurch's radar at all, if that's what you're implying. The fact that he literally told my homeboy Seafouls, it's in the chat right now, on it, he responded to him in an Instagram post and said, I'm watching you, motherfucker. Like, what? You have a whole ass career. You're trying to mend a bridge with your mother. You have a child. You have a wife. And you're worried about what somebody that uses YouTube sometimes is doing? That's creepy. That's pathetic. And that's sad. And all of you that defend it blindly and never look in the mirror or question a single solitary thing are even sadder. This is one of the worst fan bases I've ever seen. The real Cracksquad ride or dies that have been able to call him out. The whole reason he turned off the comments on his Instagram when he shit on Deerdorf. Those were the actual brave OG Creekers. All of you that are still polishing his knob in your minds with every word you use, or still trying to attack people that have outgrown your tactics, you're making him look bad. Yourself, even worse. No, you know what? Bland internet trolling is expected, so y'all just look like exactly what you are, a bunch of bland internet trolls, but you're making him look bad. You're ambassadors of that brand. You're his PR people, and you're all destroying him. So fantastic. Good job. Attaboy. See? You're out every day in real life? Oh, what a fucking winner you are. All right. Take care. This has been absolutely fun. TLDR. Oh, it's okay. The deleted message. Oh, what's up, Shamrock? Good to see you, sweetie. It's okay. No. Let me actually read it out loud. Out loud. Sorry. Ryan Upchurch is your daddy. Listen to how you speak. Every single thing you speak about something about him or something did. I believe wholeheartedly you have a Cracksquad tattoo. No, you're thinking of Captain Kurt Reacts. I don't have a Cracksquad tattoo. I got Batman. I got two skulls, a tribal. You know, I wish I did better, truly. I got this to remind me of someone that passed on. And, yeah, I'd be one of the worst Cracksquatters in the history of Cracksquad. Because I've only heard a handful of his music. And a lot of it is actually quite shitty. I liked whatever the early stuff that I heard. I even liked his recent track, but yeah, nah. You want to call me a Cracksquatter after all this? You guys are really desperate. Go ahead and, go hold the votes, throw my name in the fucking ballot box, and you'll be lucky if I accept your terms. Alright, go outside every day, royalty. What a fucking flex. Look, I'm outside now. That must make me 20 times more superior to you. This is so fun. All right. God bless one and all. Yeah, even to the crackhead tweakers here. May Ryan find his Adderall in peace. Take care. Bye-bye. And I can't read to check the comments. Touch grass. Damn right, Shamrock. Preach it, girl. All right.